Okay, now this is weird. This is one of the strangest yokai that I've ever heard of, seen, or done any type of randomization thing. This is going to be the hardest to draw, but it is the most bizarrest one. However, this actually I have seen before. I'll tell you how. And I know a lot of us have seen it too. Something called the Tsurube Otoshi. It's literally just a big fat head. It literally just translates to dropping like a well bucket. We'll get to that soon. I would assume it would just translate to big fat head. I mean, seriously. That's what they do. Well, anyway, it appears as literally a gigantic head of a human, a tengu, or even a noni. So if you literally just see some freaking head right there talking to you, okay, time to scream. Well, apparently they also can appear as wreathed in flames, which basically means wrapped around, like it's being swallowed or there's fire kind of surrounding it. Spending most of their days actually living high in the trees, which they actually prefer pine, kaya, or actually conifers because of how tall they are. Well, they live mainly in the deep forest, or actually outside of the town where travelers like to pass. This is one weird thing. So how they act is apparently strange too. They basically are looking at the treetops late at nighttime, so they're night stalkers. And then apparently they wait for someone to come over, and then apparently they drop quickly like a stone. A meteor. Actually reminds me of some bird. I think I read somewhere saying that certain birds, they actually learn to fly by falling. But unfortunately, if a baby bird is on the ground and it can't get back up to the house, their nest, they're sitting duck. Anyway, that is the reason for the name, meaning falling well bucket. They just sit up here on the top of the tree and they just go like, pew! This is a way of killing, and then they let out a horrible laughter as they hunt and devour their prey. When they're not hungry, these people just drop out to crush people just because. Again, there are a lot of psychopaths who do that. A lot of human beings and a lot of things where they hunt, they kill to survive and to replenish their stuff. Some creatures, and mostly humans at that, are one of the only few creatures, I bet, to just kill because they want to. That's wrong. I'm not hungry, so I'm just gonna drop down and crush you for fun. And they actually somehow kick and drop large rocks, or even buckets, because they think it's so funny. Travelers pass on these trees late at night and should be wise to always keep their heads up. They are usually found in the Kansai region, and they are usually solitary in Kansai region. And of course they have their gigantic heads. But if you're in Tohoku, they're actually in a larger group, but smaller heads. Well, now I didn't look it up yet, but this is a theory, but because of it. But the reason why I said I know what I've seen one of these is because actually there's a movie that a lot of us have seen. The movie's called Spirited Away. In the film, there's this old woman, Yubaba. Yubaba has these three grunting little rolling head things, and I think that's what that is. But if it's true, we should research that. If it is true that that is what those things are, then we found that. But those guys just don't jump off from roofs. They just basically roll around and hop all over the place, grunting. So I might be wrong too. But if they are something different, I'd like to know what those things are. So do not go in the forest, no matter where you are, if you're in Kansai or Tohoku, but don't go in the forest at night, period. Because you're not going to be, because other than just being attacked by wolves and squirrels, you might actually crush or be crushed by a giant head. So yeah, if I said it before, I'll probably might not be the hardest thing to draw on the picture. I put it on the internet. I'll just draw a head and some forest, and then that would be easy. I just need a round oval head, ears, eyes, mouth. But anyway, I'll do my best for drawing that thing.